How's it going, everybody? It's Scrapetown with a new kind of video for all of you out there. So I understand that because PlayStation made Battlefield 2042 the free game for the month, that the player rate has skyrocketed. I heard a report of it being like a 500% increase in players, at least on the PlayStation, which is awesome, and such a great amount of more people to join the game and play the game and show DICE that people are actually playing it. So keep working on it and don't give up like you did on some of the other games that you've made. And I wanted to make a video that kind of went over some of the guns in the game and how to use them for the newer players that come to the game. Maybe they never played Battlefield game before, or maybe they're just getting into it, and what are the best attachments and the best way to work with a gun within the parameters of Battlefield right now. And I'm just going to go down the list of all of them as kind of what my plan is. Try to master all of them. Back in Battlefield 4 I had mastered every single gun, almost every single gun in the game. So mastering them is kind of something I like to do. And today we're going to go over the PBX-45, which is the first SMG that you are basically equipped with when you enter Battlefield. And personally, I haven't used a whole lot of the other SMGs in the game, but I really think this is one of the better SMGs or guns in the whole game. I think it's extremely well-rounded and balanced, and I think that it kind of does everything pretty good. It doesn't do any one thing wicked good, but I feel like it does everything pretty good, so I think it's a really good starting weapon. So we're gonna go into just some of the damage information from the gun. I got this from the Battlefield wiki, so I'm pretty certain that it's correct. I have pretty good faith in it. We're just gonna go right through the statistics. So first we're gonna go right into the damage information for the PBX-45. So from 0 to 9 meters, it does 28 damage per shot. Its time to kill is 225.282 milliseconds, and it uses 4 bullets to kill, which is really good. At 4 meters, you can just mow people down. I mean, from 0 to 9 meters, you can just mow people down with this thing. It's really great. 10 to 29 meters, 22 DPS damage per shot, and a time to kill of 300.375, and the bullets to kill are 5. I would say this is probably the most common distance you'll engage somebody with in Battlefield in general, 10 to 29, 30 meters. So that is really what I'll be focusing on. If you get a headshot in there, it really affects it. We're going to go over the headshot multiplier in a second, just to show how important it is to get headshots in Battlefield. So from 30 to 49 meters, it's an 18 damage per shot and a time to kill of 375.469 milliseconds, and its bullets to kill are 6. So we're just increasing as our section goes on further here, or as our range increases. From 50 to 99 meters, it's 15 DPS, its time to kill is 450.563, and its bullets to kill is 7. So really at 50 to 99, you're going to have a little bit more of a difficulty, but with a 31 round magazine, you can kind of spray at people sometimes and just kind of get the kill on them. And 100 plus, it's going to be hard to kill people at 100 plus. 13 damage per shot, its time to kill is 525.657 milliseconds, which is really if you hit every single shot on their target back to back to back to back to back, and its bullets to kill are 8. So I mean, the main distance you will engage people with that you'll be effective with this gun is 30 to 49 meters. I would say that 6 bullets to kill count is really a maximum, and especially people running around the game, you know, it's hard to land 7 straight shots on somebody, you know. And the PBX has a 1.25 headshot multiplier, so that's pretty big. Like I said before, getting a headshot is very important in Battlefield, and getting like that, like even 1 or 2 headshots in the beginning of a fight, when you do hit fire to aim, which I'm going to go over in a minute, is really important to what you're to winning an individual gunfight with somebody. Getting that multiplier really changes the whole outlook of the fight. It has a partial reload, so if you have, you know, not 0 bullets left in your gun, it's 2.33 seconds in a full reload, which means if you have no bullets left, it's a 2.95 second reload, so about a half-second increase in change there. So now we're going to take a look at the attachments that I personally think this gun really performs well with. It doesn't have a lot of recoil. It's very manageable, and especially with these attachments, it's very manageable as well. So the sight I have on is the TV ×2. I think that this is probably, I think it's immediately you get it once you start using the gun, basically. I think that it gives good capability for both close and medium range, and also has a very clear sight picture, so that allows you to identify and really just track your target very easily. And I think it's also pretty generous and helpful when you're tap firing at longer ranges if you are trying to get a 50+ meter kill. I think that it looks very crisp. It looks nice. It's easy to identify your target with that sight. Anything more, it basically becomes unusable, just obviously because it's an SMG, so it's hard to kill people at range if you have like a 4 times on there, and then you start to engage people who are right on top of you. I know you can switch your scopes in Battlefield 2042, but, you know, not every time. So, and for the mag, I use a standard issue 30-round magazine with one of the chambers, so 31 total bullets. I think the others just change the gun way too much one way or the other, and I think it makes it good in one way and bad in another way that's just too strong. I think that it makes the fire rate too strong, but the damage too weak, or the damage too high, and you only have 25 bullets in your gun. So I think that just the best mag to use is the standard issue. With that mag in, it has a 680 round per minute firing rate. For the underbarrel, I use the MGL laser sight, which is the green laser sight. You get that after getting 90 kills in-game. This really helps your hip fire accuracy and adds to the pre-fire to aim ability. So basically what I mean by that, and I was talking about that before, is that if you see somebody, you can immediately start shooting at them with this gun because the hip fire is so good, and you can maybe hit 1 or 2 times on that person and then ADS and continue to take them down. So those first 2 shots, like if you're engaging with somebody who has to ADS before they fire, you've already gotten 2 more bullets on them before they've even ADS'd on you. So I think that's super useful about this gun, and I use it all the time when I use it. It always gives you the upper hand if you're able to land, even if you're able to land 1 bullet. For the muzzle, I use the Champion muzzle brake. You get that after getting about 100. You get that after 150 kills. This reduces the vertical recoil so much. Honestly, this gun becomes a laser beam even if you're using a controller and not a mouse. I have just some videos of me lasering people with this thing, and I just think that the vertical recoil is, it's not an issue if you don't have anything, but this just helps it. I think it has a 32 vertical recoil, and left and right are 22, so if you have that on, it just negates it even more. And the side-to-side recoil is really not that bad. Like I said before, PBX is extremely versatile. The amount of bullets allow you to achieve multiple kills in one magazine, and that's super important for being able to hold your own in a large gunfight. So, and like I said before, being able to aim for the head with any gun is the best choice of action, and especially with this gun and that hip fire capability, you can get people in the head with that thing pretty quickly. And it's one of those guns that I'm confident with shooting hip fire that I don't have to ADS. Not like if I'm using an assault rifle or an LMG where I have to ADS sometimes to get to know my bullets are going to hit my target. But with hip fire, this thing, and even at like 15-20 meters away, you're going to be able to down your target really quick just because of how accurate it is. Obviously, because it's an SMG, you will suffer at range, but I'm telling you, at CQC, once you really understand this gun, you'll control every situation that you're in, and you'll really be able to down people pretty quickly. And don't underestimate tap firing at longer range. I've taken out plenty of snipers with this thing, just tap firing them in the head, just one by one, and I'm sure it's very frustrating for them to getting killed, so good on you, killing those snipers out there. That's really the end of the review. The PBX-45, I really think is an excellent starting SMG for the game. I'm going to go over the other ones. I'm probably going to tackle the M4A5, I think is what it's called, next. That was the first gun that I used in the game, and I mastered it pretty quick. It's just a very versatile assault rifle. And I want to say thank you to the people who have viewed my videos and taken the time to watch them, and I hope that this has been helpful. And I'm sure we are all looking forward to the Leviathan Rising mid-season event that we are about to enjoy, and see what it brings us with this new 8 versus 8 game mode, which I'm sure we're all intrigued to see what is going down. I did make a video on some other information on it. If you want to check it out, I really appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. This has been Scrapetown.